Good. We should do our karma without skipping and expecting anything from anyone. It shows past to the humankind to lead a life in proper manner, to know the purpose of life. Self-realization is the ultimate goal. Okay, good motivational facts to be better human being will reap only where you sow. Exactly, I experienced great change in my life after reading Rita. Great, Gita is basic for everything. Wonderful. Right. So already for masters, we are giving this master training. Great. Done. I got wonderful inputs. Doing the karma, don't expecting anything from others. Kindly mute yourself, please. Yeah. I muted. We can know how to live full-fledgedly. Vishnu and Arjuna to get ready for war. Very good. We can know how to live life like Chan. Done. Very good. Thank you all for wonderful inputs. Now I got an idea like how many of you are. So, but as you all know, when we start any course, like basic introduction will be done with everything, like, so as a formality, so most of you are aware of Gita. We will go with a small basic, follow the dharma and karma. Wonderful. So we will go with just small introduction part of Bhagavad Gita. So as you all know, first the Bhagavad Gita was initiated. It is part of Mahabharata. Right? Once the course is done, if you are having, like, when you are interacting with people, when you are teaching your kids or you are talking to anyone, you should know the foundation of it. So first we will see what is Mahabharata. And Mahabharata, this is the Kuru Vriksha, Kuru dynasty. There's Kauravas and Pandavas. Okay, we will just see this chart of Kuru Vamsha. Okay, after in Kuru dynasty, can you see Kuru dynasty after 6 generations? Santana Maharaju. Santanu, he got married to Ganga Devi. Okay, and as you know, Ashtavasulu, 7 god died, and the last one, Bhishma, was left. Bhishma is grandfather of Pandavas and Kauravas. So here Bhishma's mother is Ganga and father is Shantanu. But what happened is Shantanu got married to Satyavati. Then Satyavati's son is Vyasa. Vyasa is the person who wrote the main Mahabharata. So here, if you see, here Bhishma have taken an oath of not getting married because he wished his father should get married to Satyavati, because Satyavati's father had a wish, like, whoever is the son of Satyavati, he should be the king of Kuru dynasty. So here Bhishma have taken a pratigna, which is a oath, like, never, he will always be a brahmachari. So Satyavati, when she got married to Santana, she had Vichitra Virya son, and who got married to Ambika and Ambalika. Amba, Ambika, Ambalika. I guess, like, whoever watched Mahabharata, have you known about Amba, Ambika, Ambalika? Amba is a different story. Let us keep as Amba's story different. And Ambika, Ambalika got married to Vichitravirya. When Vichitravirya expired, then these two females did not have sons. Ambika, Ambalika did not have sons. So what did this Satyavati have done is, like, called her son by Vyasa Muni, because, like, the Kuru dynasty should not end up, they should have sons. So what happened? Vyasa Muni, he is a saint, so he looks bit weird, like people get afraid to see him. So first, when Ambika was sent to him, she closed her eyes out of fear. When she closed her eyes out of fear, what happened is, she was blessed with a son, Dhritarashtra. She got a son who is blind, Dhritarashtra. Then what happened? She sent Ambalika. Ambalika started shivering. Like, no, though she kept her eyes open, she started shivering. So the person, next one, Panduraj, like, you know, with that kind of illness, he was born. Now, last chance Vyasa Muni have given. Then she have sent her maid, that is Sudri, who was blessed with Vidura. That's why though he belonged to a different caste, he have lot of knowledge. So here comes the Dhritarashtra, Panduraj and Viduras. Okay, now comes Dhritarashtra had married to Gandhari and he was blessed with, like, you know, hundreds children. You all know about it, and one daughter, total 101. And Duryodhana was the head of everyone, so he started leading everyone. Now comes Panduraj married to two females, one is Kunti Dadu, one is Madri. Here, as Kunti Devi had a blessing, okay, so she was blessed with Dharmaraju, Arjuna and Bhima, and she helped Madri also to get blessed with Nakula and Sahadeva. So these 5 brothers put together are called as Pandavas, and the rest 100 are called as Kauravas. Done till here, it is clear. And in this image we have particularly about even the kids of Pandavas also, which will be shared later. And now for our Bhagavad Gita, we don't need their names. Done, clear here the chapter. Now we will see when we go to Bhagavad Gita. See, there are total 18 chapters in Mahabharata. In 18 chapters, this particular Bhagavad Gita was explained in the 6th Parva, that is Bhishma Parva. Okay, so in Bhishma Parva, it is explained. Now we will see the overview of Bhagavad Gita. Overview of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita have total 18 chapters, total 700 slokas. And out of 700 slokas, Krishna, the mentor, he spoke, he told 574 slokas. And Arjuna, 84 questions. For 84 questions of Arjuna, total, yeah, please.
Can you please erase those annotations? I can see some annotation on the screen.
Yeah, sure. Clear all lines.
Thank you.
Yeah. So here throughout this Bhagavad Gita, there is only one question that is asked by Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya was explaining whatever is happening in this Dharma Kshetra in 41 slokas. He was only a narrator of what is happening in the battlefield to Dhritarashtra, and Sanjaya's slokas were 41. And the core conversation between Arjuna and Krishna, the questions which Arjuna asked were 84, and for which we got a wonderful explanation by great mentor and first ever motivational speaker, the Lord Krishna, was 574. And he was such a great trainer, mentor, psychotherapist who resolved quick solutions for Arjuna, motivated him on the battlefield when he got struck within 574 slokas and 18 chapters. That is a wonderful essence which was given to mankind, but a great trainer. But we skipped this one and we started following all foreign trainer books. But ultimately, whenever you search any kind of book, any kind of subject, there is nothing else which is not derived from Bhagavad Gita. It's only how you understand, how you interconnect and understand only matters. Then we will see the 4 characteristics that are existing in Bhagavad Gita are Krishna, Arjuna, Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya. Sanjaya, because he was blessed with Vyasa Mahamuni, he can see anything what is happening. He have that capability. Dhritarashtra, as he's blind as well as he's curious what is happening in the battlefield, he asked Sanjaya, like, kindly let me know what is happening in the battlefield. So here the Sanjaya was explaining what